Hello, Keith Rucker here at VintageMachinery.org. Guys, today, again, I got my friend Keith Hubbard is down here for a couple of days helping me out on stuff, being my left-hand man since my left hand got broken and I just haven't been able to do much. So he agreed to come down and give me a hand on some things. And one of the things that I've been wanting to get done, and I'm going to take advantage of having some help here to do this, is I'm wanting to kind of do a quick restoration of this machine. I don't know how deep we're going to go into it. We're just going to tear into it and see. The biggest thing I want to do is cosmetically, just clean it up, get it repainted. There's a few little things that I noticed when I was working with it we need to do some fixes on. We're going to take care of those, and I'm sure we'll find some other things as we're going through it as well. So we'll just kind of play it by ear and try to get this thing fixed up and looking a little bit nicer than what it does right now. And like I said, take care of those few little issues that I've already seen, and we'll bring those out again when we get there. So, you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's start taking it apart. We're just going to start tearing it apart right now, get it down to its components so we can start cleaning things up, and then we'll evaluate things, and I'm sure we'll find stuff as we go. So, let's do it. So, let's start off, we'll take that piece off. There is a key in there.
Yep, I see that.
And I don't know what's attaching this. This is one of the things we got to fix. It's been broken and brazed back together up here, and it's just not very tight in there. And that needs to be nice and tight, so it's not moving around. And we're just going to have to figure out what we got to do to fix that. I can't get to the front of it. Let's see if we can open those up. I'll bring it out where it's separated here in two different pieces. All right. Be careful there. That little nut comes out. There we go. You got a key in there holding those on. There we go. Yeah, I think what we're going to do is just see if we can take this whole thing off and get it over on the table. I'm not sure how easy it's going to come out though. Let's try it out and see though.
Yeah, things are well and frozen here. Okay, so I think this is actually a lock nut. I think this entire thing is threaded in.
It is. You would just keep on coming with it.
So I'm going to keep doing this. Though.
Yeah, because it's pulling it out. I can see it pulling it out.
Yep, it's getting loose.
Yeah. All right. And now that whole assembly should slide. There you go. All right. I think you got it now. It ought to pull up on off. Just pull it. There you go. Let's take this tray off the front. This looks like a couple of
5/8, half inch, 5/8.
Yeah, 9/16, half inch, somewhere in there.
You were right, sir. It's a little wiggly for 9/16, but it's 9/16.
This tray here is also just something to catch coolant, and it just drains it back down into the coolant tank down below it. When you're running coolant on this, it tends to want to run everywhere, so these little trays are just catching it and diverting it back where it belongs.
Looks like they've seen plenty of coolant drying.
Yep. There we go. Just pulling that coolant pipe out of there.
Fighting me every step of the way.
Deal.
There or here?
Just do it right there first. There you go. That'll be fine.
Man, the aluminum's so much nicer.
Yep.
Am I going the wrong way? I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, I think I'm a genius going the wrong way.
Yeah, it's upside down.
Yep. That would be why it was tough.
It won't matter where you do it.
Well, it's in here, so it's less leverage to not break the pipe.
It's in there. Watch your fingers. If it breaks loose, you're going to smash them. There it goes. Get it out on the outside now. Get a bigger stroke on it.
Yeah, I just didn't want to break it off. Oh no, I scratched your paint, sir.
Oh, man. Just for that, I'm going to make you repaint it. I'm curious if that one goes anywhere, whether it just goes, if that's just there for a holder.
I think it might go into this housing.
I don't know. We'll see.
Oh no.
It's probably just a dead end. It's just there to hold the pipe. I don't know.
I think you're right. I don't feel anything.
Okay.
I think you're right. I don't think it goes anywhere.
It's just a dead end. Just a mounting stud. Okay. All right. Let's pull this back piece off. It's just sitting on there.
There's some electrical.
Yeah, well, this cord come off. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
And all of that can go away. In fact, you may want to just go ahead and take it off.
But yeah, here. Hand you that.
Just pulling this cover wheel guard off.
Or a hundredth, or what is it? A couple thousandths at a time.
But it's coming. There we go. That's just,
Would you like a chip?
it's just grinding dust, welding it back together. And we can go ahead and take the wheel off.
It
Nice.
also looked like that 9/16.
Let's go get a socket so we can get down in there.
9/16. That wheel's still good, right?
Oh yeah, there's nothing wrong with that wheel. I got a new wheel for it though. It came with a new wheel.
Oh. I mean, but this wheel, how many years are left on this?
A lot of time, yes. It's got years of life left in it. It's coming. might be able to grab him with it. I got it.
You're a little lacking on eagerness.
You just got to know where to look for them.
Pliers.
Yeah, we're on the back side of this now, and I'm going to pull these covers off. I think this is going to be a ball bearing machine. We're going to find out.
Are you allergic to ball bearings?
No, I like ball bearings.
But Babbitt has a soft spot in your heart.
Well, I like Babbitt too. I'm a lover, not a hater.
It's like Teflon tape or something.
Yeah, something like that. Silicon.
I think it's.
They must have put a gasket in there.
Yeah, you can see it here.
Yeah, they form a gasket in there rather than a real gasket.
RTV.
Yeah, we'll put a real gasket back in there. There you go. There we go. So if you look in here, you got a nut on here, and there's a washer right there behind it that you can kind of put into these little grooves. And basically what this is that's just to keep that from backing out. So it's just basically a thrust system where you can preload that bearing. And it looks like we got a couple of pins in there. We'll just kind of push them back. And then we'll loosen that nut up. There it goes. Just go ahead and take it all the way out of there.
Okay, now you twist.
Going the right way? Yeah.
Yep. There we go.
All right.
And this set screw is locking the bearing in.
All right. Go ahead and pull that ring out. So this flat belt pulley has got a tapered pin in there. You can look, one side is smaller than the other. That's the big side. That's the small side, so we're just going to drive that tapered pin out of there. See if it'll come. We're going to have to get a bigger punch. Right. That's starting to go.
That's it.
There it goes. Just put it in the thing over there. Now grab that lead hammer.
I had the brass one, but I grabbed
Get the lead one, yeah. And just tap it side to side a little bit. Don't hit it too hard. You can hit it harder than that. But I just don't want to, I want to break it loose without breaking it. Yeah, it's starting to move a little bit.
Actually, I think I might.
All right. Let's
Start driving it out.
well, yeah, let's figure out what we need to do next here.
Don't feel any play yet in the.
There may be a, I don't know what's behind this. Let's clean that up. There you go. That's fine.
I want to just give it a little.
Go ahead and loosen these up. see your hammer, lead hammer.
Somebody was very liberal with the silicone.
So back on this back side, you got this adjustment nut, and behind it is this little ring here, and basically that locks in the keyway, and then you just bend one of these tabs over into the ring, and that will prevent it from spinning back out. Hopefully you can see that. And there's one here. There's also another one that's up in here, and this is really, really tight. I mean, we got this pulley pulled all the way back. There's a flange that we got pulled all the way out. I mean, there's not even a 1/2 inch opening in here to work in, but we were able to get a little homemade tool.
Sacrificial screwdriver.
Yeah, we modified a screwdriver to get in there and pry that piece out, and we've got it loose. And now I think that all this is just going to drive straight out the front. If we tap this on the back, the whole shaft and everything should come out. There's one bearing on this side, and there's 2 bearings in here according to the diagram that I've got for this. And anyway, so we're going to take the brass punch, get the bigger hammer. I'm going to let Keith do this because I don't want to mess my wrist up, my arm, my finger up, whatever, my hand up. So just tap that. Oh yeah, it's just coming. Didn't even require tapping.
Here, I'll use my professional, index finger.
Yeah, you may have to tap it a little bit because the pulley's on there so tight. A little. That must be the inside. Go ahead. This must be the inner race of that bearing.
They're probably tapered bearings.
All right, hang on. Pull that. Okay. And see if you can just pull it out now.
What, you got that?
I got that. There he comes. All right. Now we can pull this out. And I have looked, and the bearings are available. They're SKF bearings, and they're not that expensive. So anyway, we'll probably just go ahead and replace the bearings since we got them out. These bearings don't look bad, but we're just going to go ahead and do it.
Where'd our castle nut go?
That's a good question. It must have fell out. It's probably right here because this bearing, it's got a bearing in here. Yeah, it's on the other, it's right here.
Cool.
Yeah, it just came out right there.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't hear it tink.
Just pulling out some cotter pins here, and this is the linkage here that connects these two together. One thing I can see that we're going to have to do is that there's probably a bronze bushing in there. That is really, really sloppy. See how sloppy that is? We'll rebush that. May even replace this shaft in here. It looks a little bent to me. We'll see. Got it. We'll hit it again. Yeah, that center, probably have to replace that. That clevis or that pin is nice, really worn in the middle. And that's an easy enough thing to just make a new one. Get that rod out of there. One thing I noticed when we're doing this is it had a little plug up here at the top where there should be a grease fitting. And I'm like, what is going on there? Didn't make sense. But now that I got it open, I can tell that they've replaced this bearing in the back and they put a sealed bearing in there, and these have open bearings in them. And when you have a sealed bearing, you don't have to grease them because they come pre-greased and they're pretty much the bearings now just last so much longer than the bearings did 60, 70 years ago that and that's probably what I can do. I can get either open bearings, open cage bearings like the original ones that you grease here, or I can put sealed bearings in here. I'm probably just going to put sealed bearings in. If for no other reason, it just doesn't make a mess. And that's one less maintenance thing you have to worry about. That's good. You can just leave it in there. And now take a punch and we'll punch that out. All right, we're going to take the handles off the front, and I think that'll should allow us to kind of pull this whole thing out. We'll have to figure out what we need to do, but it's all got to come out. So, and then that should just come out, and then this, I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. Unscrew the whole thing.
Yeah. Flat hatch right here.
No. I think it's all attached to that bottom bolt. Just unscrew it all the way. See if it'll pull out now. Yeah,
but it's making progress.
Yeah. There you go. So the next step here, guys, is we need to get this whole arm that swings back and forth off. There is a rod that goes through here. There's 2 set screws in this. We've already loosened it up. We've already got the stuff off the front. It should just push straight out the back. So we're just going to hit it out with a
punch here.
Got a punch and a hammer. Go ahead and tap it. Let's see if it'll move. I couldn't tell that moved. Go ahead. Yeah, it's moving. Slowly, but bring it on out. Yeah. So we got this shaft out. I had to put a little heat on that piece in the center. It was just really, really tight, almost like an interference fit. But we put a little bit of heat on it, and it drove out a lot easier. So we got that apart. There was a piece up here that just kind of put some pressure on this. We got that out. Now I want to get the coolant tank off, and
it's crunchy munchy in here.
Yeah, a lot of rust in there, as you can imagine. So there's 2 bolts holding it in there, but we got to get that out. And after that, we pretty much got this thing stripped down. I'll probably go ahead and pull the motor and the electrical controls off, pull the motor out. We had it out before, but I don't know where to pull it out again. And I'm going to redo all the electronics on here. I got a new enclosure, and I'm going to put a different starter over here for the coolant pump and everything else, really do it right. So this all got to come off anyway. Let's see if we get that tank off.
Nope, we're good. Where's that nut from? What?
I'm going to go ahead and pull it in. It's just got a set of bolts holding it in.
Left the top one, and now that should be the motor.
Yep. Move that impact wrench out, and you just pick it up and slide it out.
Yeah, all 90 pounds of it probably.
Not that bad. I'll put it in.
Okay.
So guys, I think we got all the components of the machine taken apart. I mean, there's still a few things that we need to disassemble, but for the most part, everything's done. So anyway, and I got a straggler that showed up in the shop. Z.
Hello.
Yeah. He's
got some nice homemade cookies. So.
Yeah, he brought us some homemade cookies that his wife made, and he's a local guy. He's a knife maker down here, makes some really nice pocket knives. I got one that I carry around. It's awesome. I think I may have shown some of those before. But anyway, thank you to these guys for lending a hand today. And
made a mess.
Made a mess, yeah. Up next, we're gonna make an even bigger mess. It's gonna be stripping all this paint off, priming things and getting it repainted. And like I said, there's a few little issues, and we'll do that in upcoming videos, start going through here and do the little fixes that need to be done along the way. And so with that, this thing is disassembled, at least as far as we're going to get her done today. And we'll get back on this and hopefully have this thing knocked out before too long. I gotta get some bearings ordered on Monday. We're doing this on a Saturday.
Yep.
So see if I can get them locally. If not, I'll order some in. But anyway, that's pretty standard size bearing that we had in there. There we go. That's where we're at. This came apart. It didn't fight us too terribly bad. I've had them fight a lot worse, but I think we got it done.
Yep.
So, all right. Keith, thank you. Keith, thank you. Appreciate you guys. And we'll continue on this project down the road. With that, guys, that's going to be a wrap. As always, thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Thumbs up and comments, always greatly appreciated. Hit that bell icon to get notifications when new videos are posted. Big, huge thank you to those who support the site financially through Patreon, PayPal, etc. It helps me be able to take the time to shoot the videos and edit and all that stuff that goes along with behind the scenes. And with that, we're going to sign off, get out of here. We'll catch you on the next video again. As always, thanks for watching.